Welcome to the 2017 Las Vegas State of the City Address. It is my honor to introduce to you our City Manager, Betsy Fretwell.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us for the 2017 State of the City Address. Whether you're here in person, watching live on KCLV TV, or viewing this on the web or social media, it's an honor to have you with us this evening. This year, we're excited to tell you about some new ways to participate. Like last year, you can join us on Twitter in our Twitter feed and be a part of the conversation. We'd like for you to use the hashtag State of Vegas like you did last year. We also have some local social media superstars tonight, and they're here in person, and you'll see their tweets and you'll see their post on Instagram while we're going along. So we thank them for joining us. And for the first time ever, the city is carrying this address live on Facebook. So we're really excited about that new addition. And we have a special Snapchat filter for your selfies. So please take advantage of that. Accomplishments like this come with wonderful support from an incredible city council. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you the members of the Las Vegas City Council. First, representing Ward 6, our Mayor Pro Tem, Steve Ross. Representing Ward 1, Councilwoman Lois Tarkanian. You're welcome. Representing Ward 5, Councilman Ricky Barlow. Representing Ward 4, Councilman Stavros Anthony. Representing Ward 3, Councilman Bob Coffin. And representing Ward 2, Councilman Bob Beers. And last, but certainly not least, Mayor Carolyn Goodman. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe she didn't hear me. Hang on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Goodman. Well, this is a little bit awkward. She's late to her own party. She's not here yet, apparently, so. I know she's been very busy making the rounds and cataloging a lot of accomplishments in the city. So in the meantime, maybe you guys take a seat and we'll show you a video of what she's been doing.
Bye, honey. See you at the State of the City. Thanks for picking me up. We got a lot of stops to make.
Morning, Miss Mayor. No problem.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thanks, Mayor.
to my stomach, I can't tell you. Elvis maybe can sing, but he sure can't drive. Oh my God, am I
Glad you made
sick, ill. Where are the Bombay Sapphires from Oscar?
He doesn't share.
Oh my God.
We're glad you made it, Mayor. Just in time.
Hot flashes and everything. I'm so sick.
I think beer's just won the over. So we're really honored to have our local 1285 Honor Guard here from the Las Vegas Fire and Rescue Department. I'd like to ask everyone to rise for the posting of the colors. Yes. Mayor, your water's ready.
Las Vegas firefighters local 1285 Honor Guard. Attend. Prepare to carry colors. Carry colors. Drum major, by your command. Fight back! Fight back! One set up! Quick! Back! Present arms.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank Tom Riggleman, David Riggleman's son, for that incredible national anthem. And we would like to thank the members of the Honor Guard tonight. Everyone did an incredible job. Thank you. Please be seated.
By your command. Fight band! Fight band! 3, 4, 1, set up! Quick, march!
As you know, this is such an important night for the city of Las Vegas as we talk about where we stand as a city and where we're headed in the year to come. And as a part of this special night, we're honored to have some key members of our city family here. First, I would like to ask our municipal court judges to please stand. I'd also like to give a special shout out to Mark Vincent, who is our Chief Financial Officer, who will be retiring this month. I'm not sure where he is, but a debt of gratitude to Mark. We'd also like to send our prayers and hopes for speedy recovery to the city of Reno and Washoe County as they endure a pretty significant weather front. We're thinking about them and send them our well wishes and our help if they need it. I'd also like to thank the Las Vegas Metro Chamber of Commerce, particularly CEO Kristen McMillan, for providing the refreshments tonight that you'll be able to enjoy following the mayor's address. Now, it's time to hear from our mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, giving her 6th State of the City address, it's my great pleasure to welcome to the microphone the mayor of the city of Las Vegas, Carolyn G. Goodman.
Thank you, Betsy. Thank you. Oh, my. Thank you. Woo. Thank you. Oh, my. I got newspapers here. I got so much stuff. But the most important thing, first of all, Tom Riggleman, wherever you are, happy birthday, David. We thought that might be a surprise. He did beautifully. And beyond that, did Elvis make it here? Did he change his clothes and come in? Where are you? Oh my gosh. Say hi to Jesse Garone. You do sing, but boy, you are the worst driver I ever saw. And forget the rain and the fact that your windshield wipers don't work. I mean, you are a disaster. But this is such an incredible time. It's such a wonderful time. We've had so many exciting things happen this year. And I want to thank you, too, for joining us here at your fabulous City Hall. And I can assure you, after watching 12 years of Oscar's State of the City and experiencing 5 of my own, you know what? I've just come to accept the fact it's going to be an over, not an under. And I want you to look at your watches because I instructed everybody in the back room first. My official timekeeper on my speech, not Betsy's and not all this wonderful video that we've had, starts with David Riggleman. Okay, so here we go. What is it? No, I'm just starting. No, none of this Tom stuff either. And I also, before you even turn on, wait one sec. I got a text this afternoon from the most severe critic that I've ever had beside my husband, Councilman Bob Coffin, who said, don't deny this. You always deny everything. He said to me, we have so much good news in the city. I really don't care if you go over. I'm just loving what we're doing and the success we've had. And I've got the over. And you've got the over. So I think it was 70 minutes. So, as Betsy said, whether you're here in person or watching on KCLV Channel 2 or live stream, you welcome, we welcome, you welcome yourselves to your City Hall. We are year 4 in this building, and I'll tell you the secrets. The toilets still have troubles. The elevators don't work all the time. But give us another couple of years and we should have this all under control. It is LEED certified and it's our showcase and your showcase. A Happy New Year to each of you. And Betsy, thank you for continuing to be our great city manager. You're down there this year, not over here. Okay, Betsy. For our incomparably gifted city teams that keep us moving towards world-class stature. I thank you and I applaud all 3,300 employees that we have at City Hall and around the city. They rank as the A team in every area. From our fabulous law enforcement and fire and rescue to our fabulous parks and recreation facilities and their team, our public works department, our devoted community services team working with our new youth development and social innovation department, our ever-effective legal team and our outstanding economic development, planning, safety, and licensing service teams, our great technology and public information folk, thank you, David, our clerk's office, our ever-expanding cultural affairs division, finance, Mark, thank you, Mark, maintenance and operations, every one of you is just the best. And we are so streamlined and so easy to work with. I'm proud to call you our city team and let our residents know that their tax dollars truly are being effectively allocated. You, Betsy, and they keep us moving so well into creating an ever better Las Vegas. And boy, has today's media coverage been shouting out, "Go Vegas, go Las Vegas." We really are moving forward. And we are at an interesting time, however, for the country, the world, and for us here in Las Vegas. And no matter whether you are ecstatic, happy, depressed, suicidal, which I might say half of my family is, about the election, I can assure you it is what it is. And come January 20th, a new administration will be in charge and we will move forward with it. But this is Nevada and this is Las Vegas, and we still will pursue our own positive expectations, our planning and commitments to you, our citizens. For you drive what we do and how we do it. This is your City of Las Vegas government. Surely there are already clear signs of cutbacks that we are sensing in the federal spending. For I sense no doubt hard hit will be our CDBG block grants, further challenging our already stressed social services and our not-for-profit partners. For sure, there will be ever more funding expectations and responsibilities being asked, mandated of our states. We live here, and we know in Nevada, we have been scraping the bottom of the barrel for some time, to say nothing of the new future into which we are going. The good news, though, is that there are already clear indications of new federal funding sources, especially for infrastructure rehabilitation and renovation, and also happily for early education investment. And I can assure you that this city shall be right in line with our exciting new projects to meet those qualifying benchmarks, and we will be a positive force and we will move forward. Regardless of the new challenges, we know Las Vegas shall continue to be, the place to do business, the best place to live, and we will remain full of excitement, a home to ingenuity and innovation, and the right place for you to do your parts to move us forward together. We've had some great national recognition in 2016 and achievements. And if you've been keeping current throughout the year, you know that. But just 3 weeks ago, it was announced that Las Vegas, the city of Las Vegas, was recognized as being one of the very few cities in the entire world that boasts of being completely supported by renewable energy. This is record-setting worldwide. And it is recognized worldwide because it's happening in the city of Las Vegas. We are at the forefront in so many areas, but herein at the forefront in environmental sensitivity. What this 100% renewable energy means is that all of our city facilities, our parks, our lighting throughout all of our communities, buildings have attained this cutting-edge leadership. And of course, we did not achieve this alone, but we achieved it in a partnership with NV Energy. So our humble and greatest thanks are given to its president and CEO, Paul Caudill. Are you here, Paul? Where are you? There you are. We thank you, Paul Caudill. Our government Senior Vice President, NV Energy, Tony Sanchez. Hands. Where is he? Okay, and our Senior Vice President of Operations, Pat Egan. So we thank you. This savings will amount to more than $5 million to our taxpayers. So this is incredible, and always there are spearheads to moving a brand new project forward. So in the city in particular, I want to thank Tom Perigo, who's been behind this energy of our environmental preservation and the team that has taken us to this level. So Tom, are you here? Yes. And tonight, I've been given the permission to announce that the City of Las Vegas is being recognized next week at the January U.S. Conference of Mayors, a hugely influential body comprised of 1,200 mayors of cities of 30,000 or more from all around the country. We are being recognized as the singular large city recipient for the best programs in the fight against child obesity. This National Award for Healthy Schools, Healthy Lifestyle Programs is sponsored by the American Beverage Foundation and was one of First Lady Michelle Obama's primary projects to the country to engage in when President Obama took office. So it comes with a grant to us of $150,000 and is a huge testament to our community, to its commitment to reaching into the highest quality of life through action, partnerships, and for our entire community. Surely in 2017 in Southern Nevada, we know, and I heard yesterday, and I'm not sure if LVCVA, Rossi, Rollin, Cotter is here, I see Luke, that the benchmark we will be passing next year for sure. We are at 42.9 tourists this past year in 16. We will surpass the 43 million tourist mark. And I know we will get to 2.2 million in our resident population. These both portend for greater economic growth, accompanying new jobs and more investment with great advancements throughout our city and the county. That is, if we work together as one, send the same messages out about who we are, what we want, and how we can offer a better way every time. But it only works if we communicate, collaborate, assess, promote, and spend wisely as one body. I see in each of you the faces of energy, excitement, promise, and belief in our future. I see in each of you our partners, hotel owners, developers, businessmen and women, physicians, educators, judges, attorneys, artists, union workers, families who also believe in and see how we're forging ahead once again. That we are pursuing an even stronger than ever commitment to economic development, job creation, technological advancement, and world-class stature. So what about the past achievements beyond these most recent ones? For the city, 2016 has really been a solid and good year, with even more positives coming out of the killer recession than we experienced in 2015. Please look at the monitor above, because if I read off this list of new businesses, new investments, you would be here till tomorrow morning. It is an exciting list of what we saw in 2016 in the city, in those new businesses and facility openings. And how about the first new casino to be built in more than a decade? The fabulous Lucky Dragon on Sahara. Congratulations, Andy Fonfa and Bill Widener and your team. It opened in December to an impressive international crowd and has become a beacon to other investors, both foreign and local, who see that we, Las Vegas, are back in business again. Our hats are off to you, Andy and his wife, Jody Famfa, Bill and Lynn Widener, and their teams. What a congratulations you all deserve. We're so proud of you. The list you are seeing shows growth in bricks and mortar. These are real hard results from investments. Known in Las Vegas so often and typical are public announcement of something going to happen, something may happen. But actual visible results are these. And so planning for the future of Las Vegas has taken on a bold new look, because so many of you here tonight are making it happen and taking the responsibility to participate with us all in a great future. You have helped to fashion and create a brand new and more exciting downtown master plan. And for each one of you who have participated in that, under the management of Betsy Fretwell, we thank you so much. We do thank you. $2,000, clapping doesn't count, by the way. Deduct that. Deduct that, David. Also, 2016 proved to be a safer time as a much-needed increase in the presence of law enforcement downtown made the entire community safer and more attractive to our tourists, to our businesses, and to our residents. So a great deal of thanks goes out to the involvement of the Downtown Alliance, to our great city legal team led by Brad Jerbick. I don't dare ask if he's here because he loves to travel. To our ACLU CEO, Todd Story, for working to a good resolve for our performers and buskers on our Fremont Street experience. And as you just saw on New Year's Eve, our Metro and our marshals, our first responders, assured another fabulous coverage as some 340,000 visitors packed the Strip, with over 20,000 coming into the downtown. It was the best yet. All of downtown can be so proud. Thank you, Alliance. Thank you, Patrick Hughes of FSE. Thank you for the great bands, the great performances, and a very happy having such a good time, safe crowd. It was great, it was cozy, and it was fun. And applause and a very special thank you as we reach out to our faith leaders throughout Southern Nevada, who continue to work with us for a better Las Vegas and a safe one through appreciation of the great diversity that we enjoy in our community. For working with the Mayor's Faith Initiative, our law enforcement, our social services, our teens and their programs, our families and our employment markets. How this collaboration and effort has been ongoing, it has become a national role model looked at by cities across the nation. So go Las Vegas and go faith leaders, we thank you. Investments in downtown have helped spread the word too, that we are back in business, as millions have been poured into renovations by the Boyd Group at the California Club. And as the D and Derek Stevens, I know he's here tweeting somewhere because he was our original tweeter over there, and purchased the Las Vegas Club, which will be readying itself for a new and exciting future to be announced very soon. Yes? Very soon. Good. The Plaza opened its new pool deck with pickleball courts. So we're watching you, Councilman Anthony. You were the first one to talk pickleball here, and that's very exciting. It is enjoying record attendance at the Plaza. And the Grand and Neonopolis have caught the fever to become home to the growing esports crowd. The Golden Nugget and the El Cortez continue to be drivers for new customers with new restaurants, new businesses, new meeting spaces, and convention gatherings. And the Stratosphere reverberates, drawing new fans for its amenities and its rooftop rides. And now Binion's, I understand, is looking to reopen its tower. So, oh my gosh, really, pinch yourselves. This is Las Vegas, and you own this town. What a great time to be alive, and don't waste a moment. Forget your sleeping. We've got an enormous future, and it is so exciting to be alive. And how about the World Market Center and the additional new stores at the premium outlets? That happens to be the country's largest and most I shouldn't say largest, leading outdoor mall in the country. They are both seeing record-breaking business and greater markets than ever before. So it's no wonder the plans are underway for expansion and changes in the coming year. To handle that need, the city's going to be building a garage because we know they're overstuffed right now as it is. And we're proud to see that our downtown casinos, this was announced this morning. I've got so much stuff under here. But now, not that you all read the newspaper here, but the fact, I believe it when it's good for us. This continues. We are so proud that our downtown casinos continue to be leading the way in gaming revenue for a second year in a row. Wherever our owners are, wow. And now we have in that report that even occupancy growth as well throughout the state, downtown is leading. Wow. Just read the data and believe it now. And the media coverage is okay now. Maybe not in Washington, but right here it's good. And that's what we like, and it has happened because tourists have come to know and love the intimacy of the downtown experience. They don't have to take long walks from one property to another, but they can enjoy the close physical proximity of all the hotels, the new restaurants, the inviting taverns, the container park, visits to the Pawn Stars, shopping at the Great Discount Mall, outstanding performances at the Smith Center, and the intrigue and fun of the ever-growing 18B arts galleries and antique shops. The incredible fun to be had at the Fremont Street Experience and the zip line and the entertainment district right next door. And what about Life is Beautiful? First Fridays, our parades, our phone-a-thons, and what better place to be known for visiting than to visit our unique, meaning one-of-a-kind museums. Our fabulous Mob Museum, the Neon Boneyard, our Children's Interactive Discovery Museum that on December 28th welcomed its 1 millionth visitor. And our incredible Natural History Museum with its new paleontological, did I pronounce that right? Is that right, Eric? You used to love that. Research lab. All are walkable and all offering activities where one can move from one place easily to another. And don't forget, the city is totally immersed and committed to heavy participation in the future and comprehensive planning for transportation's best in connectivity and mobility around. So Nevada, our leader, the RTC, is assessing all modes of transportation and its improvements. Light rail, better roads, safer travel, autonomous vehicles, and a variety of options. In fact, just this Tuesday, the city participated in and announced the first ever again, on city street tested anywhere in America and around the world, an autonomous shuttle. This 12-passenger vehicle, created by Navia and built by Keolis, was brought to us by the RTC. And it happened right here in the downtown in our new innovation district. Councilwoman Tarkanian was brave enough to ride on it, as was Councilman Barlow and Councilman Coffin. And they made it here. They have no wounds and no canes. And it was fabulous. Let's hear it. It was. Way to go. I know so much of our economic growth and success has come to be because we have developed and shown leadership and how we at the city streamline doing business. We surveyed our public, we listened, we embarked on a new and better way to do business here in the city at our Development Services Center on Rancho. We did achieve and led the state in online licensing, online plan submittals, expedited reviews, and we continue to show effective, strong leadership that encourages and affects positive change for doing business, investing in the future in Las Vegas, in the future, which obviously will continue to set new benchmarks for enticing even stronger interest in investing in this community. A lot has been achieved because we are collaborative and are moving forward as a part of the whole of Southern Nevada. Doing this by continuing to work with other mayors of Southern Nevada cities as a stronger voice for one. I don't know if Mayor John Lee is here, but where is he? Stand up. As soon as Mayor Lee took office, I got a phone call, and he said, during your husband's tenure, was there ever a group meeting of all the mayors? And I said, well, my husband and I never discussed business, but probably not. And he said, I think it's a great idea. Well, how many years, what year are you in as mayor? This is fourth? All right, so we've been doing it for 4 years, and let me tell you, it's great fun, I being the only woman. North Las Vegas Mayor John Lee, Henderson Mayor Andy Hafen, Boulder City Mayor Rod Woodbury, and Mesquite's Mayor Al Lipman. We are a team with one voice to our communities in common issues that we can decide upon, calling out to the legislature, to our governor, to bodies that we need to speak with. And while we worked very unsuccessfully, I'm sorry to say, to gain more cops 2 years ago in that one voice, we are thrilled to know that because of the vote of the public, with the increase in sales tax, that will be accomplished. And for that great caricature that's up there, I want you to give a round of applause to our graphic artist, local here, Margaret DeClerc. That's her work. As we mayors meet regularly and too sit on common goal-oriented committees such as the Convention Authority, the Advisory Committee for Reform and Overhaul of the Clark County School District, the Regional Flood Control and Transportation Commissions, to mention but a few, our bully pulpits help to get that vote out for the new funding of the fuel revenue indexing. This repeat Thank you. I'm going to miss you. This repeat 10-year tax will assure safer and stronger infrastructures in our roadways. Continuing flood controls, upgraded sewer lines will make possible that more bridges and overpasses, more bike lanes, better sidewalks for better, safer, faster connectivity will be assured in the totality of Southern Nevada. And I just love this collegial, positive, forward-thinking group of mayors. And as I said, it is good to be a girl with them. Each year I pinch myself that I'm lucky enough to be mayor and daily remind myself how fabulous it is for all of us to live in such a dynamic, diverse place as the great city of Las Vegas. The name Las Vegas has resounding effects throughout the entire world. It's our name, it's our city, we own it. And that's why visitors from around the countries tend to come into City Hall, come to the mayor's office to find out where they should go, to whom they should speak, and where they can find out about making an investment or opening a business. The relationship begins right here in your City Hall as we refer them out to our partners in the community around Southern Nevada, and it is awesome. It is in large part because of the name Las Vegas has always been synonymous with excitement, tourism, convention business, entertainment, relaxation, and great investments. And this is because of my colleagues on the City Council and their predecessors, who are truly the critical fabric of making it so. Each of you, as you know, each one of our council persons is loyal to their constituents he or she serves in their respective wards. And collectively, they respond to answering myriad serious problems, attracting new businesses, creating jobs, and sustaining strong lifestyles with necessary support and improvement from our public service and our public tax dollars. They do their job, and they do it so well. So while I thank each councilman, and we are going to address that, let me also thank their loyal liaisons and office staff with whom you all work too, for without them we would truly be crippled. As mayor, I too depend on their loyalty, their hard work, depend on their individual input, their efforts, and their knowledge about what's going on in their ward. And I know their council persons applaud and thank them too. And so, to our team of Las Vegas Council members, there should be a map coming in to help you know what you're looking at. Because when I first became mayor, I didn't even understand what was the difference between a district and a ward. So I can't expect you to know, but you know these wonderful people. In Ward 1 with Councilwoman Tarkanian, her efforts have focused on the development of the medical district and bringing the new UNLV Medical School into its heart. Located in a 200-acre redevelopment area, this UNLV Medical School, and is the picture up? Can you see it? It's the first time I've seen the rendering. Will be enrolling its charter class of students this fall and is one of the most exciting ventures to be undertaken in the state and heart of this city in decades. And we thank Dr. Barbara Atkinson for spearheading this giant project. Coupled with her efforts here for Councilwoman, Project Neon, which we all forget the rain, Project Neon is a crippling undertaking, but we are promised it will make everything better for us all. But that has consumed much of her time keeping residents and businesses current on this major roadway improvement project. Energizing new business growth, she has welcomed Curacao to the Meadows Mall and made continuous work on upgrading her parks, her trails, and neighborhood development in her area. In Ward 2, Councilman Beers opened the wonderful second phase of Tivoli Village, which is anchored by the acclaimed Restoration Hardware. He also has shepherded in Southern Global to Las Vegas into its former Citibank campus, which is bringing in 900 new jobs to the area. Councilman Beers also spearheaded the safety initiative to install the cable barrier along the Summerlin Parkways, and we thank him. In Ward 3, Councilman Coffin, oh my goodness, I just, don't count any of this time. There's too much here. I am going to have to fire you, Councilman. In Ward 3, Councilman Coffin seems to be shepherding in new businesses into the downtown every single day. He brags and he brags and he brags. As I've already mentioned, he has witnessed in his Ward 3 the opening of the first casino to be built in the downtown in more than a decade, the Lucky Dragon. He can also finally brag about opening the ICE building, the Federal Justice Tower. It's open, hooray. And how about opening the brand new Eclipse Theater? I think we have a picture of that there. And also exciting for residents and finally under construction, much needed mid-level housing. Tony Shea and his partners, Fremont 9. Thank you so much. 231 new apartments and retail mixed-use amenities. And soon to open, wow, the incredible Nevada Supreme Court and Nevada Court of Appeals building. Built by EHB companies, this edifice is entirely hand-carved, all Italian marble. There's no faux, F-A-U-X. There's nothing phony here. It pays homage to the great neoclassical buildings of our nation's capital, built in the same white marble as the Jefferson and Lincoln, can you believe that? The exact same white marble as the Jefferson and Lincoln memorials and the Library of Congress rotunda. This building represents the permanent embodiment of the strength and relevance of our great city of Las Vegas. In Ward 4, the lovely city suburbs in the west central of the city, Councilman Stavros Anthony is totally community focused, bringing amenities to his ward. Beyond his first announcement of pickleball courts, which you may talk to him about after the speech. Always enhancing programs and events for our seniors, providing a new covered area for the Cimarron Rose Community Center, holding so beautifully the National Night Out events for our fallen law enforcement officers, and always at Metro's Park Annual Memorial. This wonderful 29-year retired captain in Metro, we appreciate all of his service and proud to call him one of us. In Ward 5, here we go, another one. You know, I'll tell you, the interesting part is our redevelopment area that was always forgotten is really doing well. To my left are wards 1, 3, and 5, the forgotten area, and it is booming. Formerly. They live in the expanding suburbs. Anyway, in Ward 5, you are happy guys. In Ward 5, Councilman Barlow boasts the opening of the historic West Side School. He celebrates the multi-million-dollar renovation and grand opening of that school, which was the city's oldest school and built in 1922. It was completed with the help of our U.S. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. The school was made compliant and modernized to safety standards of the day and is an incredibly attractive mixed-use facility. Also in Councilman Barlow's ward, it is the home to the new free Volunteer Medicine Ruffin Clinic. He is the proud owner of the title of being the councilman for the Mob Museum, which is rated by, and you saw it at the beginning, by TripAdvisor as the 19th most popular museum in the entire country this year. No wonder you're smiling. And believe it or not, you may not know it, but Councilman Barlow's become a conductor as well for Symphony Park, where it's home to the Smith Center Performing Arts, which is enjoying its 5th year and hitting the 2 million visitor mark soon. And how about the Cleveland Clinic Ruvo Institute for Brain Health, over 95,000 patient visits and a 2-month wait list to get in. They're coming in from around the world to see the physicians at that wonderful clinic. And more, Symphony Park is about to see explosive growth with Newland Industries building a mixed-use apartment complex, 500 housing units. The World Market Center is moving forward with exciting plans for expansion. A new city publicly funded garage, which I mentioned to you, is in the planning stages now, and an exclusive agreement has been signed with DevCo, a group to build a medical mixed-use facility to the east and north sides of the Cleveland Clinic. Finally, in Ward 6, and sadly my mayor pro tem is termed out. I will really miss him, and you could fight the fight. Oscar tried so long to stay in and kill that term limit, and if he couldn't do it, nobody could do it. So, but you could try. He's been active and the positive leader in the explosive growth in the Northwest and has so much about which to boast. The approved annexation of the BLM property of more than 4,500 acres adjacent to the Tule Springs Fossil Beds National Monument and the Red Rock National Conservation Area. And also, so importantly, the 4th campus for Opportunity Village. The heavy construction underway for the 1,800-acre Sky Canyon residential community, which is boasting being able to fulfill its commitment for 9,000 new homes. The new Centennial Interchange, scheduled for opening later this year, and so much more. But also protecting the lifestyles of so many who treasure the rural Western lifestyle. He has been a champion of all that, and we're so proud. And while I'm in earnest on the thank you and praise mode, I would be most remiss if I didn't give a huge shout out to our wonderful Muni Court and its judges, especially for their outstanding service and proactive innovations. You may not know it, but these judges, these 6 judges, resolve over 100,000 cases a year. They are a great group, with Chief Judge Cedric Kearns, former Chief Judge Burt Brown, and nationally recognized specialty court judges. They have created the following. The WIN Court, Women in Need, run by Judge Cynthia Leon. I know she's there. The DUI Court, run by Judge Susan Brager. The Hope and Mental, Susan Roger, excuse me. Sorry. Tell that to Susan Brager, that I just gave her that credit. She can do many things, but it's yours. Thank you very much. You always catch me on stuff. The Hope and Mental Health Court, the Habitual Offender Court, run by Judge Heidi Amasi. The YO, or Youth Offender Court, run by Chief Judge Cedric Kearns. And the Veterans Court, run by Judge Marty Hastings. It's on every front that Las Vegas is showing great and innovative leadership. So thank you, Your Honors. We really appreciate what you do. And the good news is that on the 12th, is today the 12th? Yes, at 5 o'clock. We have an RFP that closed this afternoon for a new Muni Court building. So we hope. And now, hang in, we are moving along, and slow it down, David, please. As your mayor, what do I see in my preeminence in the crystal ball for next, or this year? I see nothing but growth and prosperity throughout the city. I see continued explosion out in the northwest area of the city and ongoing developments in the Summerlin areas as housing and commercial properties rebound. In the inner city wards of 1, 3, and 5, I see enormous change because of the UNLV medical school and its reverberating impacts. This will be on the physical plant, accompanying housing, adjunct business development, infrastructure, and mobility growth. Wow, you got a lot to do. I know we'll see the continuing investments, expansion, and growth in Symphony Park of the World Market Center, the Cleveland Clinic, Lou Ruvo Institute, the DevCo mixed medical use projects. I applaud and look to Newland Industries' much-needed apartment mixed-use projects, taking a strong foothold in Symphony Park, inspiring other development in the neighboring parcels, and for sure energizing the construction and opening of the Modern, a new museum announcing its presence in Symphony Park. We hope it will continue to build its base. I see bridge connectivity from the east side of the railroad into the heart of Symphony Park for both vehicular and pedestrian travel. I know we'll enjoy the widening of our sidewalks. I think I saw Jorge Cervantes here. There he is. And David Bowers, are you in here? These are our men. I know we'll enjoy those widening of the sidewalks, the infusion of more bike lanes, landscaping, one-way streets, and couplets to make the city more intimate, more walkable, more attractive, and infused with better connectivity. And for certain, I know the Arts District will continue in its very robust expansion, making visitations into the 18B as exciting as it is varied. And we can count on the reverberating excitement of what's going to happen in the old Las Vegas Club at Main and Ogden. Upgrades to the canopy at the Fremont Street Experience, and more development for East Fremont Entertainment District with its innovation center, its autonomous vehicular investments, and its excitement over the drone trials. I absolutely see tourist travel increasing into the downtown and becoming explosive. A place in which the millennials and even their parents can come to enjoy living and being productive and having a phenomenal time. Elbow to elbow at a reasonable cost. And most of all, I see new opportunities for each of us to know we're participating in our own futures, in our city, and with our diverse population for a great tomorrow. And while all of this is occurring, for me, Carolyn, my hopes focus and will have my additional efforts be directed to economic development, to attracting new business and seeking even more investors from around the nation and from abroad as they come to the office of City Hall and to the mayor's office for inquiry. And all of this will mean more jobs. And beyond this still, I will continue to advocate in 5 hardcore areas in which I have been working for the past 5 years, and for which I need your continuing support and truly active involvement. This is only 5. 1, as you know, safety has always been a priority. For without the assurances of it, there is absolutely no community. And thus, I will continue my most earnest efforts to support, with all positive effort, our law enforcement, loudly, proactively, and I will do this as well for our fire and rescue teams. In this area, I will continue to meet with Homeland Security, which I do every time I'm in Washington, to be the loudest voice to bring us urban area security funding, UASI funding, for terrorism and security preparedness. For with 350,000 tourists coming into our community every week, being home to the Air Force's Nellis and Creech bases and their training facilities for air academies around the world, home to Hoover Dam, which I understand were put out of commission, has a resounding billions of dollar effect. The paltry sums that have been awarded to Nevada and to Southern Nevada are not tolerable. We have to do more. We will do more. But at this time, as Jay Johnson, who was the former head of the Homeland Security, will be moving out, we will have a new head of Homeland Security. And that's why we have to get in and be there and contact all of our federal representatives. We cannot be prepared if we don't have that funding. Area 2 has been and will continue to be a full-out effort for all of us. Broader and better health care in Southern Nevada. I know that hospital buildings are bricks and mortar, but they treat nothing. They cure nothing by themselves. But what does treat and cure are top quality physicians and highest level healthcare specialists. We are failing here in attracting and retaining the best because Medicaid insurance reimbursement payment rates and those of the private sector insurance partners pale in comparison to those of our neighboring states. Our legislature is responsible for setting Medicaid rates, and they are able to convene and do something about it in this session. Low reimbursement rates cause us to bleed doctors and prevent us from competing in the medical care market to bring the best into our borders. Our new UNLV Medical School, our present Cleveland Clinic, Institute for Brain Health cannot begin to compete unless our state and our legislature align proactively to address this problem. This year, and our mayor's collective voices are going to be speaking to rebuilding our Medicaid reimbursement rates. If not, it's again, in quotes, where do you go for treatment? I go to the airport. It's time we did something and know that our neighboring states pay more. Area 3. You know, there are a lot of things we keep kicking down the road around this country, but not in Nevada, not in Las Vegas. If we say we're going to do something, we do it, because we are people who own this community. Our homeless population. Our corridor of hope is so overburdened in the city's core. And while we reached functional zero in 2015 with our veteran homeless population, that means housing vouchers and placements for any veteran who wished it, we had them. Our mentally ill homeless population is growing, and there remains nothing but critical impacts. Our phenomenal council of not-for-profit CEOs in its 6th year of collaboration, to mention a few: Salvation Army, 3 Square, Opportunity Village, Catholic Charities, Hand, Help, Red Cross. And the social services of our entire area are working so arduously with the city's Community Services Department, coordinated so ably by Steve Harson and Kathy Thomas Gibson. But this is a growing uphill battle. It's time to do more about helping the mentally ill, and it's time to change direction. The recycling of this population is not working. After 48 hours of being medicated in hospitals or jails, those who've been picked up are released again back into the community. No gain, no lasting treatments, no hope ever for re-entry into society, no help, just back to lying on the sidewalks, defecating in business or backyards, and antithetical to the dignity of humanity. But there is a way to get moving on this, and again showing our leadership by action. 2 years ago, I called the governor and even met with the head of mental health for Southern Nevada. As in Reno, we have a vacant large facility in Jean, which is currently used for storage by the Clark County School District. If we turn that building into full care treatment mental health service facility with trained physician, medical and psychological staffing to assess, care for, treat, and even train as many from this population as is possible for a return to a higher quality of life, we will be doing something that is really good. I have been told that we could and should have even a segment of our Muni court operating down there. Add up the dollars that are being thrown away every single day in this recycling process and how the problem persists and grows. Law enforcement dollars, incarceration dollars, medical dollars with hundreds of hospital beds clogged. Let's repurpose those dollars and make a commitment to take action here. Area number 4. While the city has no control over education in Southern Nevada, it feels and sees the pains of ongoing failure these past many years. As we've watched the Clark County School District ratings plummet to 50, in the national education rankings, and that's been going on for a decade. Each year, we're throwing more and more money at it. No more. Around the country and here in Las Vegas, our inner city schools remain at the bottom of the bottom. The least amount of funding in the state is directed to the academics of the students in these low-achieving schools. For the city to be more proactive and of help, in 2016, at my request, the city created a new department, the Youth Development and Social Innovation Department, directed so ably by Dr. Lisa Morris Hibbler, which with our treasured private partnerships, we have been making huge inroads, not in the district as so much in before and after school programming, working with tutoring, in safe-keep programming, in early education programs, teen support groups, nutritional and good health educational training, and so much more. Most importantly, you all need to know that $5,200 being set aside to educate any child is appalling. You cannot educate a child in this day and age for $5,200 because you have to hire teachers. And what are you going to get? You're going to get nothing. I ask you, why do we tolerate this? We need to have top quality teachers in every classroom. We need to absorb and find that, but we need to find out where it is. We need to have more AP and IB programs. We need more music, more art, more athletics, more technology, books, and the operations cost. We need to find at least per pupil an additional $7,000 to fund each child to at least that amount. And how? Not from the state. The state doesn't have the money. So where is it going to come from? An assessment of what's being spent now. In the central offices, where are those dollars and why aren't they educating our children? No company will come to Southern Nevada and find it an attractive place to do business until we fix this. You know we are moving forward, and I look at our mayors. They have spent hours and days as an advisory committee to the reorganization of the Clark County School District. I won't take more of your time on it, but we need to pierce the veil of what's going on in the central office's funding. The last area I want to talk about, and I will not relent on this one either. For you know the city has been the mouse that roared for over 17 years about bringing major league sports into Las Vegas. And with almost 2.2 million residents and 43 million tourists, it's time, and we, the heart of the city, do have the most compelling reason for major league sports to be downtown. We almost got there in 2014 with the world's #1 football, soccer, and an MLS franchise. We lost it, but we're coming back. And yes, of course, we're delighted now that the MGM did build the T-Mobile Arena, and that Bill Foley is bringing us an NHL franchise. But we know that other major league cities, Baltimore, Los Angeles, San Diego, Pittsburgh, and on, bring major league sports into their city cores because they affect great redevelopment in areas that are blighted and needing a big boost. For these are the best areas affecting and revitalizing total communities. Here in Las Vegas, thank you, Councilman Barlow, all roads do lead to downtown, I-15 and the US 95. Cashman presents the most compelling argument for major league sports to use that as a site. The savings to the taxpayers of monies that are already looking to be committed, at a minimum of $250 million for the city owns the 50 acres. The infrastructures are already in place, already accessing 4 ways to get to Cashman. And once Project Neon is finished, 7 access points to Cashman. There would be no new expenses to taxpayers for building additional interchanges, no additional expense for building flyovers, widening highways, and we already have in place 25,000 available parking spaces, and within a year and a half we'll have another 15, so a total of 40,000 parking spaces that are here. And how about the planned light rail, maybe, coming from the airport to UNLV down to Cashman and connecting right into North Las Vegas? This study, this light rail, is already in environmental review, and there are no FAA restrictions on the site at Cashman. The Mayor's Cup, the youth soccer, has been explosive, with participating teams coming in from around the world, flooding our fields and bringing huge economic benefits with them. Signed up for next month, February, the 12 to 18-year-old Cup. Already 566 teams are coming in from 12 countries and 27 different states. And there remains huge interest in an MLS expansion team to locate in Las Vegas among our residents and our families, because we have been surveying them. Our fabulous UNLV men's and women's winning soccer teams would love to join us. A public-private partnership at Cashman, UNLV sports medicine facilities and research being integrated as a piece of that pie. We shall prevail. I shall continue to be that mouse that roared with your help. What a positive and enormous impact to redevelopment in an area that is demanding to be seen, and for those who live, eat, and breathe sports. I think those 5 issues are a good place to conclude. How many minutes? 59:58. Oh my gosh. So, here we are. In closing, 7 whole minutes. Okay. Okay. In closing, I ask you all to continue your commitment to the future of our great city of Las Vegas. Embrace what we want and need to be, and what it means to commit to being a Las Vegan. We remain a city where each of us, no matter where we live in Southern Nevada, call Las Vegas home. We can and really do make a difference, and where, if we work together, we can accomplish so much more, and dreams can be done for all of us. Personally, and so important to me, I want to thank my terrific office team, where's my office team? There's 1, 2, I want to thank Cheryl and Laura and Zach, who keep me in line, on time, plenty of coffee, and so happy to be mayor. Thank you. Thank you. And to my beautiful and dearest, oh, I touched this thing. Oy. Am I still alive? Good. Thank you, Jace. I lost my spot. And to my dearest family, you are and always will be the lights of my life and every beat of my heart. And to you, my dear Oscar, forever my man. I love you all, and I thank you all for coming and for watching if you're watching. Be safe. Have a great night. God bless each of you. God bless Las Vegas. And viva Las Vegas!